Hey everyone, and welcome back to Viral Snap, the podcast where we dive into the most buzzworthy topics in under 5 minutes. I'm Zoe Finch.
And I'm Ethan Haze. And first things first, to our loyal listeners, if you like our new intro music, let us know. We're always, tweaking things for your auditory pleasure.
Absolutely, we hope you love it. Now, Ethan, what's the viral topic that's caught your intellectual yet humorous gaze today?
Zoe, my dear, it appears even the vastness of space cannot escape the perils of, human biology. We're talking about astronauts and their eyesight, or rather the curious case of why it seems to be softening in orbit.
Softening? That sounds, unsettling. So what exactly is happening to these brave spacefarers?
Well, it's called Spaceflight-Associated Neuro-Optical syndrome, or SANS for short. And essentially, it's this condition that causes temporary vision degradation while in space. But here's the kicker. For longer missions, these changes can actually become quite permanent. Not ideal when you're trying to navigate, say, the surface of Mars.
Oh, wow. So it's not just a temporary blur. That's really significant. And what's the underlying cause of this SANS, Ethan?
Right. So the main culprit appears to be microgravity itself. See, on Earth, gravity constantly pulls fluids downward through our bodies, but in space, those fluids like blood and cerebrospinal fluid, they redistribute. They float upwards, causing an increase in pressure right there in the brain and around the eyes. Imagine your head suddenly becoming like a human water balloon. This elevated pressure, you see, can actually flatten the back of the eyeball and cause swelling of the optic nerve. It's quite a unique challenge to gravity, or the lack of it anyway.
That's wild, honestly. So who is actually affected by this? Is it like a rare thing or more widespread among astronauts?
Unfortunately, it seems to be quite common. Studies show that roughly 70% of astronauts on long-duration missions, those spending 6 months or more on the International Space Station, experience these vision changes. Many report needing stronger reading glasses as their missions progress, and some, like you said, have blurred vision that persists for years after returning to Earth.
And this isn't just about needing reading glasses for your space novels, For planned multi-year journeys to Mars, SANS is becoming one of the most pressing health concerns. An astronaut with severely compromised vision could, jeopardize an entire Mars mission. The effects of prolonged exposure to microgravity are still largely unknown, and that's a pretty big variable when you're talking about a multi-year trip.
That makes complete sense. It's a huge undertaking already, let alone adding vision problems to the mix. So, what are scientists and space agencies doing about it? Are there any potential solutions or countermeasures being developed? Absolutely, they're on it. NASA, along with institutions like Houston Methodist Hospital, are working on several fronts. For example, they're developing AI-enabled wearable medical devices for remote consultations, which is pretty cool. They're also creating miniaturized goggles to non-invasively measure eye and brain pressure.
One really interesting project is the thigh cuff experiment. They're testing if tight cuffs around the legs can actually trap blood in the lower body, preventing that upward fluid shift. If successful, that could be a game changer, not just for astronauts, but for people on Earth with similar fluid distribution issues.
Indeed. And there's research into B vitamin supplementation and even the idea that artificial gravity might counteract these effects, though that's a much bigger engineering feat. It's all about ensuring that when humanity finally steps on Mars, we can, actually see what we're doing clearly.
Right? Couldn't agree more. It's fascinating how our bodies adapt, or sometimes struggle to adapt to environments outside of Earth. And the research here could even help us understand conditions like glaucoma on Earth.
Precisely. It's all connected, dear Zoe. All connected.
And that wraps up another episode of Viral Snap. A big thank you to Ethan for breaking down today's fascinating and slightly unsettling topic.
Always a pleasure, Zoe. Remember to keep those eyes peeled for the next Viral Snap.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought of this episode, and of course, our new intro music. We'll catch you next time.